7-ish minutes of marketing inspiration for you. 7 marketing basics, right? I'm Cindy Zulsdorf, and I am super glad to see you. If you have questions, just shoot them to me in the chat, and I'll keep an eye on my phone because it's easier to see them there than on Restream. And then Fallon or I'll answer you right now live or circle back to you if you're watching the replay. So, in this short little bit of marketing inspiration, we're going to look at how to get more customer appointments for your next event or trade show. Sound good? So, if you've got an event coming up, so many of us have in person events coming up, whether it's a NAB show or local events, parties, open houses, it's all happening. So, I wanted to give you 4 things to look at when you are doing that. Sound good? Woohoo! Okay. So, of course, we know that appointments are the top call to action for most businesses for taking the next step with people, right? So, most of us have to talk with our prospect or client or customer before they buy. Not everybody. There's some of us on here who do e commerce only and we're selling off a website, and that's the thing, all good. And for everybody else, we still want to talk with people, even if they buy something online. Maybe somebody buys a book or something small that you have that you think of as a tripwire, or just getting them in the door. Maybe then the conversation that you have with them is after they make that purchase, and then to work with you further in a bigger way. So that's pretty typical. So have you ever, first thing, have you ever booked a meeting on someone else's calendar and thought, I totally want a system like that for myself? You can check mine out if you want. Mine is www.cindyzulsdorf.com, or you can just see it on our website, kokoroinc.com. So if you go to cindyzulsdorf.com, you'll see how I do appointment booking, tons of ways to do it. But the key here is that it's super easy for your prospect client, whomever it is, to book with you. I definitely have had the experience even on Friday. I was talking with someone and they're like, yeah, let's get together. How about next week? And we're back and forth and back and forth. And finally, I'm like, okay, if you want, maybe just pick out a time here that works for you. Boom, we're booked. So it just stopped that backing and forthing that can take a ton of time. And, what about Thursday at 10? I don't know. What time zone are you in? Like that whole thing. It makes it go away and it's super, super smooth. Um, I was just talking actually with someone last, I want to say Wednesday, Thursday, and they're getting ready to go to an event. There's 4 people working at that event, and then there's a fifth person who's a kind of coordinator, manager person who wants to see what is going on. And so we're working with them to set up a system for it. But like if you went to my calendar link, you'll see that we use Schedule Once or Once Hub. And so we're setting up a system with them to where your client picks a day, picks a time, and if it's in person, tells you where that meeting is, or if it's online, gives maybe the Zoom or whatever link to meet with them online or dial this phone number, whatever the thing is. But it's super cool because it's all automated in terms of the reminders. So if you're at an event specifically, especially if it's going on for a day or two, something like that, people get super busy, they forget, appointment slip. And so getting an SMS reminder automatically that's like, hey, your appointment with Cindy is in 30 minutes. Just want to remind you, something friendly like that. Or maybe directions, whatever the thing is, super helpful and important, and keeps those appointments. I know some people don't want to book an appointment, an event. They're like, I'm going to drop by. That's cool. But at least for the people who will book, you've got something available for them. And if you've got a little team, it's super nice to have a system to where you can see, sort of when your other coworkers have stuff booked as well. So if you need help with that, we can just even hook you up with a couple links or ideas. Hit us up in the chat. Hey, Fallon, how are you? Hey, Bob, what's happening? Glad you're here. All right, so that's the first thing. The second thing is offer something fun to everybody who books a meeting with you. This is just a thought. Just try it out sometime. Maybe it's a tool or a free report or a bar of chocolate or I don't know, a chance to win dinner, whatever the thing is. You can make it so that, like, hey, when you sign up, you get this fun thing, or you get the second half of the thing when you come and meet me. So I was talking with someone that was doing shows and they would send out, I'm trying to think, like they would send out a cup, and then when you come to their booth at the event, they fill it up with whatever your favorite drink is, or like, just something fun like that. So you can send them something automatically, either digitally or in real life. And then they can use that at the appointment and get the second half of that treasured item. Like, so that's a great way to be in touch with someone before the meeting. It gets them feeling really good about you. And you can do that both for virtual and in-person events. Okay, so that's the second thing. The third thing is very old school. When you're trying to get more appointments, more people to book with you at an event or show, um, pick out your hit list, your hot list, your top 20, 50, 100 people who, if you just came back from that show and you're like, oh my gosh, I only saw 10 people, but they were the best people in the world. I'm totally happy. Those are the people that we need to call, and you can just call them. You know who they are. You can jot them down. And if you need help thinking about like who's my ideal client, look in your outbox, think about your last sale, those types of things. Lots of ways to brainstorm that hot list or hit list of who you want to talk with. If you're having a party, you'd phone people up, right? So if you're having an online event or in-person event, same thing, reach out in person. Like we want to do that multi-touch where it might be email, SMS calls, whatever, to invite them. So the first thing was have a system, a calendar booking system. The second thing's offer something fun and useful to them. Third thing, call your hot list, your hit list, your dream list. And finally, just wanted to mention about a lookalike and custom audiences. This works great on LinkedIn as well as Facebook. You can take your existing list of people, for example, and upload that into LinkedIn or Facebook, and then send ads to those people. Additionally, you could add customer lifetime value numbers in there, and then for Facebook, they'll weight that and look for other people who are similar to them and weighted toward that customer lifetime value. So you can have some fun with that as well. You can get your messages out to people that way. There's a lot of cool LinkedIn automation we're doing actually. We were just working with someone yesterday on that, setting up really cool automated stuff based on the person's location and title and stuff. So you can really do some great messaging around that as well, which is great. So those are four of the things I wanted to mention. And you'll know if you, for those of you who already have my book, my Seven Marketing Basics book, you'll know that one of them is one of the seven basics is really making that calendar booking system and setting up a meeting or demo or an appointment system. And we do that for so many people we work with every day. And if you haven't checked out my book, sevenmarketingbasicsbook.com for free. You just cover the shipping. I send you the book. And if you want step-by-step info on it, sevenmarketingbasics.com. I put my heart and soul into my course that gives you step-by-step information and exactly how to on the seven things we do most for clients. You can get that for yourself, swipe it for yourself. You're going to love it. Oh my gosh. Just want to share. So that is it today on how to get more customer appointments for your next show or event. All right. Thank you. Hey, Michael. All right. See you later. Bye bye.